Luminary Log, September 1st, 2025. Staring down the future. All right, once again, I don't know how to really prep these things other than like I draft a little page, I fill in the data, and now I want to do a chart, now I want to do a graph. I'm not going to show the graph in the future. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. I've got space on the screen right from how I did it last time. Anyway, hey folks, it's the Luminary Log once again. I'm currently in the middle of flipping my sleep schedule back to normal because I went back to work yesterday, and my sleep schedule was like dictated is what I was going to say. My sleep schedule was like 3 p.m. to like 6 a.m. And now, you know, I work from 5 a.m. to like 2 p.m. typically. So that's not really going to work, right? So anyway, I'm in the middle of flipping that. That's why there haven't been many streams or whatever. But everything's cool. I've got plans tomorrow, so there won't be Gran Turismo Tuesday. But other than that, things are cool. You know, I'm in a state of like permanently a little bit tired because I'm trying to get my sleep shit back in order. But anyway, welcome to this episode of the Luminary Log. We've been doing it for 9 months now. Isn't that crazy? I think we started in January, right? Maybe it was February. I can't remember. Anyway, here's what we got going on. We've cleaned things up a bit, you know, because things are cool. You know, we were staring down Gears of War Reloaded and Metal Gear Solid Delta, and we got those things done. They're just out of the way. We don't have to fucking worry about them. They're done, and that's cool. It's fucking awesome. So anyway, what do we got going on? Well, we're still working on Elden Ring Night Rain. I want to finish all the journals, and I'll call it good after that. I need to finally bring back Fantasy Life for my own thing, because again, put like 20 hours. Let's see. Let me check Steam, actually. I think I put like 20 hours into it. I actually just closed Steam for the sake of making sure I wouldn't be distracted while I did this. I've put 28 hours into it, so I've put some time into it. Again, started off stream. We're going to resume and finish it on stream. I think I want to go hard on all the content in that game, so it might be a lot of that for a while. It really depends on some things. We've still got Yakuza Remembrance and Dissolution, which are on Yakuza 5, 4, and Call of Duty Military Intelligence and Gran Turismo Tuesday. However, you know what's great? Our next upcoming thing is Call of Duty Black Ops 7, which is out November 14th. We will once again complete it in one go. I feel like that's a new annual thing we have to do. That's an annual thing you can expect from me. People always joke all the time that like, when are you going to rerun all the Call of Duty games? You should do them on Veteran or something. And I have no genuine plans of doing that. There's nothing in the back of my mind that says, yeah, I'm going to do that someday quietly. No. I have no interest in doing that. But, perhaps, you know, if somehow there's a demand for it, you know, there's so many things that are like, well, maybe if I'm a real person someday and I have an established audience that's like, yeah, do it, you know, maybe we'll see what happens, right? But for now, I have no interest in it. I think at the baseline, it could be funny to redo the Call of Duty Marathon at some point in the future, but on regular difficulty, same as before. Anyway, so there's this big gap. There's November, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, and then there's Grand Theft Auto 6 in May, right? So I think, and at the absolute possible cost of putting horrible expectations on myself. I wanted to stream more during my vacation. My vacation's now over as of yesterday. And I wanted to stream more, and it didn't really happen because of just a bunch of nonsense. But being sick, and then my birthday stuff, and cleaning up the man cave and shit like that and everything, you know, it just didn't happen. And I'm sorry about that. I wish I could do more stuff. But I also, you know, while I'm in this state of somewhat obscurity, I also have to love the fact that, like, I don't feel that bad if things just don't really happen. But anyway, looking into the future, I think here's where the expectation comes in. Okay, I think I can be caught up with my stuff by the end of the year. What do I mean by that? I mean, I think we can finish Elden Ring Night Rain, Fantasy Life, Remembrance and Dissolution, and Military Intelligence by the end of the year. Of course, not Gran Turismo Tuesday. That's gonna chat it. You need to remember there is 9 Gran Turismo games, 7 real Gran Turismo games, but there are 9 Gran Turismo games. We're only on the fucking 3rd one. All right. There's 2 kind of spin-offs and 7 mainline titles. All right. We're only on the 3rd one. Okay. This shit's going to take a while. Right. It's not going anywhere. Okay. But yeah, I think we can do it, because when I really think about it, I've got September and October to get through, well, everything basically. Right. And, I just had this kind of kick in the ass last month where I was watching John Cena's retirement tour. And I'm thinking about how, he became the best to ever do it because he just kept fucking, hustling, right? He kept fucking doing his work. And so I put up a couple makeshift motivation posters for myself right next to my computer and up in my room to hopefully get me off my ass faster, because I want to do more stuff. I want to build a library of content that people can go back and enjoy whenever the fuck I stop doing this, right? And the more I work on it, the more I do it, the closer and sooner I can get to where I want to be in things, right? So I'd like to believe it'd be really cool to get military intelligence and everything done leading into Black Ops 7 in the middle of November. But I more than anything, I would just like if I can finish everything by the end of the year, and then in January, just start doing whatever the hell I want at any time for any fucking reason, right? Somewhat along those lines, character work is underway very glacially. It's still just the first draft, the first design that I can say, boom, there it is. Here's what we're working with, right? We're still very far away from any kind of VTuber model or anything like that. But at least once I get a character, then I can maybe separately commission a profile picture, and then we can start to brand it around this character, this entity, because it's how I want to be perceived, I suppose. So, really looking forward to getting that done. My artist is very busy, but we've already started the thing and everything, so it's cool. I'm very excited for it. At some point there will be a new logo. I've actually I came up with a new logo in January, and I'm like, here's what it's going to be. I came up with the little details of it, and then a few months ago, I'm like, okay, but then we should set it up like this. So the core idea was the same, but then I was like, okay, but it should be structured like this. So, it's really cool. I don't know when I'm going to take the time to sit down and get that done. But yeah, I think maybe along the time that, I don't know. I think when I get the character design figured out, I think it'll be the perfect time to do a lot of things together at the same time, and maybe try to, I won't have a lot of art of my character to go with, right? So it's not like I can start plastering it everywhere, but at least I can move in the other things, maybe mix more of that golden yellow I like into things, and just try to freshen up the whole thing everywhere, every single platform, and my profile pictures and all that fun stuff. So yeah. Yeah. And I've got big life plans for next year that I'm not going to talk about publicly. So the people that need to know, and it'll be cool. It'll be very exciting, but you're going to get more of me before you know it. And the idea is hopefully going into 2026, I'm streaming a lot more often and getting those things done that I want to get done. And then in January, I'll feel free to do whatever I want for whatever reason. And maybe that's play through Ys, maybe it's play through Legacy of Kain, maybe it's finally go back to Final Fantasy 14. I think that's probably the highest contender, because it really gnaws at me. It was something I put on hold for the sake of playing Yakuza, and then Yakuza took way fucking longer than I thought it would. Okay, so kind of gnaws at me, but we'll figure it all out eventually. So as we can see on the stats, I guess I didn't go through the stat. I don't even know if I need to go through the stats. Okay, we've now flipped the colors of the table, which is pretty fucking cool, you know? And now we have a total power number. And I am technically also, not even technically, actually, factually, scientifically, and objectively, I am also on Facebook and Snapchat, and technically I do have DLive and Trovo accounts, but I don't really do anything on, I don't do anything period on Trovo and DLive, and I don't, and I only post a tiny bit on Facebook and Snapchat, and also Facebook gets stories, and any reels on Instagram auto post over to Facebook. yada yada, blah blah. I don't want to get too into the details. And I'm also on Threads. I'm also technically on Blue Sky. I'm posting everything everywhere, but those 6 are the things I'm the most like focused on right now. And I would love to have more in the future, but we'll see where it goes, right? It depends on bandwidth and other such things. Fun announcement, actually. I forgot to bring this up. As of yesterday, we now have monetization on the Twitch channel. So if you want to subscribe, if you want to throw some bits my way, we can do that now, which is really fucking cool. I thought it'd have to be an affiliate, but they hit me up a couple days before September, and they're like, "September's coming. You should finish getting your monetization set up." And I'm like, "I didn't know I could do that. I'm not even an affiliate." And they're like, "That's fine. Just fucking do it." I'm like, "Okay, all right." So we've got that set up on that stuff. So we don't have memberships on YouTube yet. I need 500 subscribers and then plus a certain amount of watch time or shorts views to get that going. But we do have subscriptions on Kick, and we do have subscriptions on Twitch and bits on Twitch and all that fun stuff. So please, wherever you, and of course TikTok has teams and all those other funny things. So wherever you so desire to watch my content, follow me wherever you like, watch the live streams on whichever platform you like, right? I'm here to just make stuff, and hopefully people can find it and enjoy it however they so desire to enjoy it. So, that's what I know. I also completed a few backlogged projects at this point. I'm just going to yap about that for a little bit right now. My backlogged account, which is basically a video game play tracker, essentially. So, like, there's Letterboxd for, like, I watched this movie on this day and I like it this much, whatever, right? I'm also on backlogged, and I've been on backlogged for like a year and a half now, and it's extremely thorough. I made it when I first made it last year. In the spring, I made it ridiculously disgustingly thorough. I went through all my Xbox achievements, and I was able to figure out like when I started and finished each game. I did all that shit, right? But at this point, I'm quite confident my backlogged account, BACKLLOGGD, you can find it in my link tree. My backlogged account is as thorough as I could possibly fucking make it, because I've tried to remember every game I've ever borrowed or played at someone else's house. I looked through every demo I've ever played for every platform, my PSP, and the most recent projects were I just went through my iOS stuff by going to the iTunes purchase history, all those games that I've ever played on iOS, all the games I've ever played on Android also. And then also I went through my Xbox 360 download history. So I've got all of the demos and crappy indie games I've ever played and everything. I do include demos as playing the game, because you can specify I played this game versus I completed this game. I finished this game. I retired this game. I don't play this game anymore. I shelved it. I might come back to it and shit like that, right? So my backlogged account is disgustingly thorough. If you ever wanted to know, has Vague Luminary ever played or finished this game? What was he playing back in 2014 when he was a senior in high school? What colored his life when he was 20 years old or whatever, right? You can go find it. I swear to God, everything ever is on there. Okay, so I'm very proud of it. I don't know how many people are really going to give a shit, but the way I see it is that if I was a fan of somebody, I've always been curious, hey, has this person played this game? Have they done this? Blah, 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 right? So now you can know. You can find out for sure. So, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have put all those crappy iOS games and the shitty Android games with the stupid, like the stick figures and like the, swipe to be on the right number thing. I've played a couple of those. Hell yeah, I have. I'm a gamer. Come on. I'm the ultimate gamer. I've played everything, right? Except you're going to notice the exceedingly large Nintendo blind spot where I still need to play a shitload of Mario. I need to play more Zelda. I need to play this and that and this and that. Metroid, Fire Emblem, shit like that. But anyway, that's what I've been spending a lot of my free time doing the past few days. And it's cool because I realized that I actually like infrastructural stuff, like maintenance like that, even more than actually playing stuff, which is kind of fucked up. But yeah, so please do check out my backlogged account. You can find it on my link tree. You can find everything else on Linktree, including my anime list, which has all the anime and manga I've ever seen and read, and my Dropkicked account, which is wrestling for that. I haven't watched a shitload of wrestling, but now I'm starting to rate the PLEs that I watch as they happen. So that's cool. Yeah. So I'm just a whole guy. So I don't know what else really to talk about. I'm excited for the future though. I'm gonna take on some risks, some pretty big risk, but you got to risk for the reward, right? And also, I want to see how hard I can go leading into next year, and see where that takes me, because we've seen actually some decent progress from the Gears of War and Metal Gear Delta streams. So I'm stoked, and I want to play the things I want to play, and I want to keep making stuff that hopefully people can enjoy. Just by being my authentic self, including if that means raging and crashing and losing my fucking mind when games are clunky and they don't perform properly and shit like that, right? We'll never know now what it was like on the Gears of War stream, that hour and a half that I redacted after finishing it, but that's okay. That's okay, because it was a nightmare, man. The audio on my Xbox wasn't working, and then Gears 5 wouldn't be captured by OBS, and then I ran into a fucking aimbotter. Dude, I don't even know how the fuck any of that shit happened. But anyway, that's all that stuff. I'm pretty excited now, because now we're down to 2 like real games, quote unquote, until we're caught up, and we're just back on the big projects. And at this point, it's been like 2 months since we've been on Yakuza, so I'm actually pretty excited to go back. I almost, somewhere deep within me, I'm like, I actually really want to replay Dead Souls, but not like on a conscious level. I think somewhere in me it says I want to do that. But anyway, as always, I'm really excited for the future, and I want to fucking put my nose to the grindstone and try to make more shit happen. Right now, it's just in this exact moment, it's, I'm tired because I have to take like a 3-hour nap every now and again to like fix my sleep schedule. And hopefully tonight it'll be fixed, because I'm tired at 6:46 p.m. and I got big things going on tomorrow. It's going to eat up my whole day. And then Wednesday I work, and then we'll be back to normal. So hopefully everything will be good. So that's enough of yapping out of me, I think. So this has been the Luminary Log with your host, Vague Luminary. And thank you sincerely, as always, for watching or lurking, or if you fall asleep to my streams or anything like that. I really do appreciate it. Technically, if we want to be cynical, maybe the lurkers aren't the people who are going to necessarily help me live, but right now more than ever, I need everything and anything I can get, okay? Because I really want to do this shit. I've been at it for 2 years now, and I don't have any I don't got any problems with that either. I think I like where I'm at, and I can look back knowing that everything I've done on the channel so far has been with complete authenticity, and it's always something that I wanted to do. So hopefully that can continue on into the future. And as always, go find me on your favorite social media and follow me, because I promise I'm there to some degree. I'm not on Mastodon, to be fair, but I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm technically on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Kick. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Thank you, as always, for watching and listening. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, folks. Bye-bye.